I finally got around to watching this. I was binge watching Bad Batch, all 3 seasons. We got another good one, another good original one. And why wasn't this just a Disney Plus original film? Because this is just 6 episodes. Should have been a movie. Not much to really talk about besides the villain, freaking like the African Kingpin. And the city. I can't exactly call this another Wakanda, because one side's a rich spot and the other side's the poor spot. This video is mainly for 2 annoyances regarding this. 1. Disney still doesn't market these things. They market Marvel, they market Star Wars, but they don't market these, what should I call them, original black Disney products we've been getting. Except Wish. But I didn't know that Iwaju was out. Just like Kizazi Moto, I found out this was out when I was going to the Disney Plus app to look at something else. And 2, this might make a lot of people mad, but the other annoying thing is that a lot of media today have black single parents instead of 2-parent black households. Okay, look, it's annoying and that tends to not end well, you know? It happens, but that's not exactly a good thing. And then you have kids growing up without the father or the mother. Now, that's not to say that media didn't do this back in the day. They did. But there were a lot of 2-parent black households as well. We'd be here all day if I tried to list them all. And this having, a workaholic father, but also a sick mother, that's reminiscent of some films, especially a lot of Disney films from back in the day. But here's just one example of how that stuff changed in movies, Western movies, and media in general. Look at The Haunted Mansion, the new one. Now, that is a remake I didn't mind because those movies are based off a Disney ride, and that came out exactly 20 years after the original with Eddie Murphy. Look at the original, a mother and father, 2 kids, 2-parent household. But then you look at the new one, it's just a single mother. A 20-year time difference. Anyway, Iwaju is good. We definitely need more of that. I almost forgot to mention how it is good that there's just no black suffering in this. In any way. No slavery, no civil rights era, and no, I guess we should call it black social horror that Jordan Peele started. But it'd be nice to have some 2-parent households in these too. Disney, quick question. Why is it that I'm just now hearing about this? No, scratch that. Why is it that I've known about this show since last freaking week? I was waiting Secret Invasion out for a little bit just to binge through some episodes, and I binged through 3 of them. But when first going into the app, I see this show. I've watched just 1 episode so far, and I love the Black Panther inspiration. Disney, y'all really need to market these shows better. Seriously, we hear about the crappy remakes all the time. We're over here hating all this blackwash mess going on. I proposed a new classics challenge because of the major lack of original characters, and I'll still keep this going. I got something cool for the next one. But Disney is making original stuff. And yet they don't talk about these at all, not a peep. So to viewers watching, be honest. You didn't know about these things I'm about to go over until you bumped into this video. But at best, you must have heard of Wish because that's Disney's next big film. But did you know Princess Tiana'a is getting a series? How about this other upcoming Disney Plus show, Iwaju? And then there's this one, Kizazi Moto, Generation Fire. Disney, keep this up, but freaking talk about it. Jeez. And can y'all imagine if the Little Mermaid remake had Black Panther inspiration? If that was just a different take on the original story, but did what this show is doing? That would have been a hit. Okay, back to talking about this. Like I said, this show is great. Spread the word on this show. Now, in my last video, I mentioned that there is Black Panther inspiration, but that's just episode 1. There's various things in this series. But what's funny is that 6 episodes all have Spider-Verse inspiration. My favorite episodes in this are episodes 2, 4, and 7, all of which deserve spin-offs into their own series or their own movie the most. Here's one big thing about episode 7 though. Now I know this show was obviously in the works after the Little Mermaid remake, but you see this here? You see their own mer people, their own Atlantis, their own setting? How come the people behind that remake couldn't do this, huh? How come y'all couldn't just borrow the original story and do this? Seriously, Disney, give the people behind this show their own movies. Let them cook. and you guys will make money. Okay, I put my money where my mouth is on this one. I call out the race wash BS tons of times. Disney's major lack in original diverse characters inspired my new classics challenge. These drawings to begin with, people still haven't tagged it on this challenge by the way. When it comes to this challenge, again, take any fairy tale, folklore, or mythology that Disney has not touched, or any of these studios haven't touched, and draw something up and make it look like a poster. And when I was nearly finished with the very first one, that's when the teaser for which came out. So I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't watch this. It's a good movie, especially for Disney's 100th anniversary. And it came out earlier this week. I was hearing complaints. A lot of people were jumping to conclusions on the main character. She becomes a fairy godmother, not the fairy godmother. This film just had a lot of Disney Easter eggs. And the freaking villain, who was voiced by Chris Pine. I didn't know that until after I watched the movie. Before the film came out, everyone thought he wasn't really evil. Everyone assumed that the writing made him look evil. Even though you see the traditional Disney villain green. The only one that broke that tradition was Bruno from Encanto. But no, this dude is full on evil, and you see that early on. And later on, you know those type of villains that have their hair all neat? They keep their cool, keep their composure, but then when they start to snap, when stuff goes down, the hair gets all messed up, he gets that type of moment twice. To sum this villain up, power corrupts. People really judge the book by its cover, and people assume this villain will become good in the end. He doesn't. He stays evil. And Asha didn't want to grant everyone's wishes. She wanted to give everyone wishes back. Basically give their dreams back, which the villain kept all locked up. In fact, he sees everyone's wishes. He sees that they're all good. But he only grants wishes that benefit him and the kingdom. Doesn't grant others out of fear that it could affect his power, his reign. And the main song in the movie, This Wish, yeah, that's going to be stuck in my head for a while. Every time. Disney never misses when it comes to their songs.